WIA football, and there you see Wayne puts it up. He puts it up, and it's caught by 81. But was he in bounds? The ref says no. But that was a beautifully thrown pass. In the first quarter, Kahuku racked up 110 yards offensively, and Waianae racked up only 10 yards.
Let's watch replay here. This was intended for Olobao Fakaloloma. And it's a hitch and go is what it is. He comes out and he stops and he goes again. A high pass, a very good play, just a little bit where he out of bounds where he couldn't get his foot in.
They're in a slot formation. Moana again, looking to pass this time. Runs, has daylight. He's going to make the first down. He does. He gets about 12 yards on that play. He had everybody fooled. He had the pursuit going to his left, and he ran to his right, gained about 12 yards of Waianae real estate.
Yeah, that's correct, Gordon. I mean, they had him right here, didn't let him get away. At this point in time, the speed takes over. There's nobody around him when he did that, and he got the first down. Kahuku, again, the big plays. This is what makes them.
Kahuku continuing to make the big plays. Here they come out of the huddle. They're in that I formation again. Dre Manumaliuna right behind the quarterback with Laticello in the backfield. They give it to Laticello, who goes off to the right side. He holds off his defenders, but he's brought down by Waianae.
Yeah, he's brought down by quite a few of them.
By a swarm of Waianae defenders.
Those guys right there.
That's number 11, Ben Jackson on the play. Number 91, Brian DeMello.
There's the handoff, and they got to him very quickly here. And Waianae, once they get to the tackler, you see the gang tackle. That's to wear down the back, so he feels it coming in the second half.
Kahuku with the ball. 2nd and 8. They gave it to Laticello, who goes up the middle. Oh, excuse me, Dre Manumaliuna, who goes up the middle. And he has first down yardage. Again, Kahuku continuing to eat up Waianae real estate.
228 pounds. He's a big dude. And he hits those holes very quickly. He's hard to get down, and Waianae just is having problems stopping him once he gets through the line of scrimmage.
But look at that hole that Kahuku opened up for him. Talk about a can of worms. They give it to Dre Manumaliuna again, who rolls, rambles down to about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Yeah, this is very quick. He hits the hole very quick, and on that one wasn't a real big hole. He just hit it very fast and got down the middle. And see that? See that hole right there? He's very quick, and that's it. Boy, once this man gets out in the open, he's hard to bring down. Waianae's got to be able to solve him.
Dre showing his stuff, why they call him the human cannonball. He's bursting through that line. Number 4 is in the end zone again. Dre Manumaliuna. Touchdown Kahuku. Score now 20-0. 9 minutes, 28 seconds in the second quarter. Kahuku back to kick for the extra point. And Joseph Ashmore makes it 21-0. Kahuku.
Well, it was the same play really as before. It's just straight up the middle. It's just taking Manu Malauna. You take the ball, and I want you to run past the lineman, and I want you to go in the end zone. That's what he does best. So he gets the ball right here, and look at that hole. See, arm tackles won't bring this guy down. I'm telling you right, look at that. Look how many times he's hit.
He was hit with a sidewinder on that, but this kid kept his feet moving, and he went that extra yard for the TD. This kid is just phenomenal. Dre Manumaliuna. We're going to hear that name all the time tonight.
Well, I think Waianae is going to be hearing that name in their dreams or their nightmares tonight if they don't pick it up here.
And there's Dre himself. I had an opportunity to talk to this young man. He's a very likable and very sociable kid. Very well liked in school. And he's a very good student also. Waianae with the ball, number 14 rather, bringing it upfield for Waianae. Close to the 30. That was Peter Serrano returning the football for Waianae.
Let's watch the replay again on the kickoff.
He gets it on about the 11.
Yeah, and he makes a good run here. And there was a temporary hole in the middle there temporarily, but it was pretty well consumed by Kahuku, as you see right there, very fast.
He makes a good run there. He had about 3 or 4 tacklers hitting him. That was a 19-yard return by Peter Serrano. Waianae with the ball. Sam gives it to number 20, Chad Blue, and it is turned down hard by number 68 of Kahuku, Chris Kamoyatu.
He's trying to run behind Ricky Desforge there, the offensive lineman. He kind of gets in his way here. Let's watch this again. Blue with the ball, you see, he's right, like, get out of my way here, and then that's it right there.
Talk about someone getting on your back. Chris was on his back, all right, on that play. Waianae with the ball. Sam gives it. Oh, he goes on a keeper. He is hit in the backfield. Penalty flag. And that time he had no time to pass. The Kahuku defense was all over him.
Pupu Toilupi, I believe, was the man who made the initial crash on that tackle.
There you see Sam Lee shrugging his shoulders.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is refused. 3rd down.
Well, Gordon, it was a broken play, I think, what happened out here. He doesn't know what to do. I'm going to hand it off to, and at this point in time, I don't think he knew what he was going to do with the ball. I mean, that was it. But that Kahuku line so quick. You can't hesitate back there with these guys.
Waianae in a twin set formation.
See, that was close to almost being fumbled right there.
They gave the ball to Chad Blue again, but no gain.
The Kahuku they're just pouring through that Waianae line and just can't get any plays to develop because of that. And it's got to be frustrating for the quarterbacks and running backs because they know as soon as they get the ball, they got a red jersey on top of them. So it's really frustrating right now for the Sea Riders.
Well, it must be frustrating for the Sea Riders. They have some good defensive linemen in the backfield. Oh, there we go. Miss. Snap. Recovered by Kahuku. Let's see what will happen here.
Dead ball fall. False start on the kicking team. Still 4th down.
That was actually a dead ball foul, Gordon. So they're going to do it again. Let's hope this time they don't snap it over the punter's head.
They'll have another opportunity here. Ball is kicked up in the air. Looks like about a 30-yard kick taken by number 10, Orlando Wong. Flag on the play.
It may not have given him enough room to catch the ball, not for sure here. I think that's what happened on that play. A good pursuit by Waianae, get down there and make the tackle.
I was going to say that Waianae has some good defensive backs. Kahuku is not passing the ball that much, and it may be a good thing because they have some good players in the backfield who can intercept the ball and take it all the way down for a touchdown. And one of those players is number 44, Winston Kaleekipi. This is a good defensive back. He can read the offensive pass plays, and he can really return the ball. Okay. Well, looks like Kahuku penalty ratio is 1 for 15 and Waianae 6 for 55.
That tells you a lot about this game, how it's going.
Kahuku with the ball. Give it to Latiselu, who is hit in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss. That time, Waianae smelled that play and hit Latiselu in the backfield.
Yeah, Ibamalo made that tackle, and he was right there, Johnny, on the spot. Waianae, Gordon, kind of picking up a little bit on defensive play here. It's too bad it's 21-0 they're doing it, but they're just showing some spark. They're hanging in the game here. They're staying tough.
Oh, Waianae is a tough team, no doubt about it. This is going to be a long battle. The game is not over. Here we see Wayne back to pass, has a man in the open. That's Alan Foster of Kahuku. He catches that bullet. And that looks like that'll be another Kahuku first down. And right now they have about 7 first downs. Waianae has yet to make a first down in this ball game.
Yeah, nice strong pass over the middle. Kind of catch Waianae napping a little bit on that play, and that's what happened.
On
that's
the
why
tackle,
he got a
Winston
first down.
Kiliikipi. They give it to Dre, who gets about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play.
That's probably what they're going to do at this point in time. They're just going to run the ball, I'm sure. They're not going to pass them unless they really have to. They're just going to run the ball down there, use up as much clock as they can. They're not really interested in Waianae getting the ball back. You know, they can tack on another touchdown. That'd be great going into halftime 28-0. That's what you're seeing here.
Kahuku again in the I formation. Moana keeps the ball. He's running to the left side. He's at the 10. And he's hit by about 3 Waianae defenders at about the 10-yard line. And it looks like it might be, wait a minute, stop the clocks. We've got a flag on the play.
Waianae saying, please let this be against Kahuku, please.
Well, I don't blame them, Mike. They've been having a swarm of penalties tonight, and it's going to be against Waianae one more time. They're just shooting themselves in the foot, committing all kind of mental errors, and they don't want to do that. Not with Kahuku, not with Kahuku on the momentum tonight.
Coach Ta'aka's got to be frustrated with that.
Personal
They allow a
foul
big gain.
on the defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
Then someone does something on a tackle and creates a personal foul. Let's watch it again. Nice run to great speed to the left side, and then he's hit, and we can't see the personal foul.
They bring in Talimoni, I think for the first time this evening.
First time I've seen him in there. Second time, Talimoni.
This is the second time he's in here.
He has scored, what, 4 touchdowns so far in the regular season?
Gained about 2 or 3 yards on that play. And Kahuku is threatening again with another touchdown. 21-0, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. And Kahuku is on the road. There is Talimoni. This kid is averaging 8.8 yards per carry coming into this game. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. It'll be charged against Kahuku. They've got 2 timeouts left. Waianae still with 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I think Kahuku wants to figure out what they want to do in this play. They're figuring we can break this game open if we score here. Let's try to do it the right way, and let's don't fumble the ball. Let's don't mess it up. But this is a great time for Waianae to go over there and regroup and somehow figure out how to stop Kahuku if they can on the running game here.
Okay, there, folks, you have the look at the scoreboard. Score, Kahuku 21, Waianae 0. Waianae with all their timeouts left, Kahuku with 2. Kahuku with 8 first downs, Waianae nothing.
That tells the story.
Yes.
That and the penalties.
Talimoni has 2 carries for 32 yards. This man is pushing up his average per carry tonight. They're in that power I formation again. They give it to Talimoni, and he goes in. No, he walks into the end zone.
Boy, that was a big hole. I mean, the Kahuku line's just pushing the Waianae line. They're just pushing them around right now. I don't know if they're used to this.
Ashmore. Ashmore for the kick. It's up. It looks good.
Well, I'm telling you right now, again, I'm telling you right now. I keep saying that, but Kahuku is, they look tough. And Waianae, if you're a Waianae fan, hang in there. Maybe the second half will be kinder, but right now, Kahuku looks tough. There's nobody here to touch him. He goes right through the hole. One guy touched him, but at that time, he's already in the end zone. There he is.
Here he is, Talimoni, Talimoni.
Talamoni, Talamoni.
Andrea Manu Maleuna. Latuselo, the biggest backs. The rugged backs for Kahuku.
Well, Gardner's 4:24 left in the first half. Waianae's going to get the kickoff here, and they've got to do something, anything, to get some momentum going here. Because if they don't, then at halftime, I don't know what Coach Ta'aka is going to tell them. Really, you know, just they're not doing the fundamentals. They're committing a lot of penalties. They're shooting themselves in the foot, as you mentioned. And you can't do this against this Kahuku team.
Yes, you're right, Mike. Well, you know, Waianae is going to come back. They've got a strong team here. They've got a lot of talent on the field. And they're going to give this game a good game. They're going to make it a good game. We still have another half to play. So Waianae will still be in this football. They kick a low kick, low bounce. Waianae falls on it, on about the 41 rather. Number 86 of Waianae falls on that ball. Dulane Reese, the tight end for Waianae. 6 feet, 210.
Latuselu, Kala Latuselu, I guess the man made the stop on that play, and they fooled Waianae. Instead of kicking the ball along, they kind of squib kicked it over the left side, trying to get a fumble. But Waianae got it.
Waianae with the ball. Sam Keaoli'i with the count, gives it to Joe Valdez, who goes on the left side, has daylight, he's running. He's got some room, he's blocked, he's still on his feet. Whoa, what a run! What a run for Waianae. Talk about a lift. This is what Waianae needed. And they got their boost in Joe Valdez, number 15.
Okay, this is what Waianae needs. They got to do more of this. He went out to the left side. There was nobody there, and it's all pure speed. I mean, this guy's fast. Look at him outrunning him. Then he makes a great effort as he comes back to the center of the field here, and they still can't get him. Look at this effort right here. He's still chugging along. And they finally get him. He would have scored.
Waianae rolls to the right. They give it to 14. Flag on the play. Peter Serrano with the ball. Clipping against Waianae. That'll be called back. But oh, what a run that was by Joe Valdez.
Yeah, great play calling. He went to the other side that time, gave it to a different back. Peter Serrano, I think that's the first time he's touched the ball all night I know of, and that's too bad they had to come back there. They got the momentum going against what they got to do. This
Yes,
kind of hurts.
Joe Valdez showing that he has some great moves too. Rushing Miller 36 yards this evening. Valdez 38. Fanoi Moana 74.
We are
Talimoni
clipping
35.
on the offense, 15-yard
Manu
penalty,
Mali
still
Una
first down.
27, and Latuselo 18 yards for the evening. So
Well, here's
far
the
in this
play
game.
here. Oh, sorry, Gordon. Here's the play right here, and we can't really see the clip. It's a great run.
Sam Keaoli'i making the count. Holds on to the football, looking for a receiver. Hangs it up in the air. Knocked down. Knocked away by Kahuku. Number 6, Daniel J. Mapu.
A flag down.
Flag on the play.
Well,
There you have the call by Douglas Awana.
They go man downfield, I believe, and that's too bad. It was a play-action pass. Great defense by Kahuku to keep that ball from being completed, but it doesn't make any difference.
That was a good
Ineligible
play.
receiver downfield on the offense. Replay first down.
Looks like illegal man downfield. It'll be
Very-
first and about 30, 25, 25. First
know-
and about 25. Here are the penalties. Kahuku 1 for 15. Waianae 9 for 80. Sam throws it up in the air, nobody home. This time he was going for the corner, Mike, but he threw it a little bit ahead of his man.
Well, there's two Kahuku Red Raiders down there too, and the pass wasn't even close.
That was number 83, Ben O'Cleary, and Ben O'Cleary can make the catches in the corners, Mike. He's done it many times, and he can come up with some clutch plays. Kahuku has to watch out for this guy. Ben Clary and also Kini Pave. These two people can really make those big plays when it counts. Waianae with the ball. Sam Kelly with the snap. Gives it to Dwayne Miller, who goes up the middle and is knocked down by number 9 of Kahuku, Paisa Matangni Jr.
Yeah, the draw play.
Paisa Matangni making the stop for Kahuku.
Matagi makes the stop right here. He gets good yardage, but watch the collision right here. There it is. Bam. Brings him down. That's not enough for a first down, folks. It's 3rd and 23.
Waianae trying to get some momentum going here. It's 3rd down and about 22. So let's see what they do. I think they're going to go for a pass. Sam Keaoli'i shooting about 30% of his passes. So let's see what he does with this play. He goes back to pass, look for a man, throws it up. Intercepted. Intercepted by Kahuku. Number 11, Hiram Peters. Hiram Peters comes up with a big play, stopping Waianae as they threaten for another touchdown. Or threaten for a touchdown.
Yeah, you'd probably like to have this back. They're playing in the zone.
Waianae.
Kahuku's playing in a zone. And you can
Okay.
see
Tonight-
right there, he makes a great play to get in front of the receiver and catch it.
Waianae has 0 complete passes, nothing. Fanoi Moana in the backfield running. Almost intercepted by number 44, Winston Kile'ikipi. Had he caught this ball, it would have been a touchdown for Waianae. That is amazing. How did Winston drop that ball? This kid is an exceptional running back and defensive back.
Well, that happens sometimes. And Kile'ikipi, yeah, he almost had it. He's throwing back over the middle. That's what happens when you throw back over the middle like that. Defensive backs can get in the way.
Well, that was just a little bit out of his reach. Moana back to pass, has a man open. Giving it again to Alan Foster, number 1. Kahuku rolling, another Kahuku first down. Kahuku with 9 first downs, Waianae with 1. In the second quarter, 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half.
There's a replay there. You see Foster catch the ball, and he gets hurt at the end of this play right here. That's why we're having a timeout. He's limping off the sideline. Timeout by the officials. They have to take him out of the game.
Wayne Fanoi Moana looking over his offensive line, going back to pass, looking for a receiver downfield, throws a bullet, hits the ground. That was intended for Thomas C. Thompson, a wide receiver for Kahuku. This kid can catch passes. Let me tell you, he's a good receiver. Had that ball been thrown a little bit higher, he would have caught it.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to him. That one, he's on the run and trying to throw a strong arm pass. That's kind of hard to do when you're on the run. So you can't always get it in there accurately.
Kahuku back to pass. In and out of the hands of Orlando Wong, number 10.
Now we have another flag down.
You know, part of the game plan for Waianae is, oh, another penalty. Here we go, backed up. This time it's against Kahuku.
We have a chop block against the offense, 15-yard penalty, replay second down.
Okay, if you don't know what that means with that V, it's a chop block.
That was a chop block.
Chop, chop. So Kahuku made a chop block, and that sent him back on a penalty.
Sideline
That's
warning
what-
being issued
what-
to Kahuku.
First penalty in a long time it's gone against Kahuku.
Well, it's second down. This time, Kahuku with long yardage. It'll be 2nd and 25. This time they have one man in the backfield. Waianae goes back to pass, looks for a man, looks one way, then swings, throws down the middle to number 81, Olivao. And that was just thrown a little bit out of his reach. Flag on the play.
Yeah, he had Olivao out there. It's kind of overthrown him, but we got looks like another flag. Preliminary indication looks like a holding on Kahuku. Let's watch the replay again here. All the time in the world, and he throws a very nice pass, but it's just a little bit too far and over the receiver's head, Olivao. He'd had that on target, though. Look out.
Beautifully thrown,
Holding
but nobody there.
on the offense, replay second down.
Kahuku again with the ball. Second down and about 35. This time they give it to number 44, Douglas Nawahini.
Now Waianae, it's first time we've mentioned his name tonight. Looks like he's brought down by a 44.
Yes, brought down by Winston Kaliikipi. And it looks like Douglas gained about 8 or 9, possibly 10 yards on that play. There's the scoreboard, folks. Waianae, nothing. Kahuku, 28. Scoring 2 touchdowns in each quarter so far. A minute 30 left. And look at the first downs. 9 first downs.
Those must be Red Raider fans. They're smiling.
Kahuku offense and defense really doing a job tonight on Waianae. You know, they're showing tonight why everybody's saying they are the #1 team in the OIA this year. Penalties. Kahuku this quarter, 3 for 35. Waianae, 9 for 80.
$80 yards penalty for Waianae. Oh man, that hurts. 1/2 of football, it's too much.
Waianae, Kahuku with the ball. Waianae again going back to pass, looking for his man. Caught in the backfield. Caught by number 3 of Kahuku, and he's in the end zone. He is in the end zone. Thomas Thompson. I told you this kid could make the big time catches, and he just proved it right here. He caught that bomb. That was a long pass. That was about 40 or 50 yards over his head.
Waianae made a great
On his blind
pass.
side. What an amazing catch. Did he see the ball? That's my question. How? He just put his hands up there. But I know this kid is a great receiver. Terrific wide receiver. Here's the kick. Joseph Ashmore for Kahuku. It's up, and it is good.
Yeah, I gotta watch this again. This is exciting just to watch the pass itself as it's
I am
aired.
beside myself. What a catch. What a play.
Waianae puts this ball right on the money. Now watch as the receiver is looking back, and then he sees the last second. He makes that catch. Of course, that's Thomas Thompson. Once he makes the catch, that's it. He goes all the way in for the touchdown. It was just
That
a great
catch
bang, bang, big play
was
for
like
Kahuku.
someone stuffing a letter into an envelope. It just went right in. Beautiful play by Kahuku. Well, Leo Taka was afraid, as he said, that Kahuku takes big chances, and that was one of them right there. That was a big-time play, and as you can see, that time it paid off big for Kahuku.
35-0.
35-0. There you have it. 3 touchdowns in this second quarter with about a minute and 14 left.
Well, I'm flabbergasted, actually.
Well, it's almost the second half. It's almost halftime. Waianae will have to go back into the locker room, regroup. And Coach Leo Taka will have to talk things over with his boys and see what they can cook up in the second half to try to contain or even beat Kahuku.
I'm trying to remember the last time Waianae was so thoroughly really outclassed. Unless it was, well, I don't even know if St. Louis has done this to them in recent years.
Well, you know, everybody knew that Kahuku had size, strength, and speed, and they're showing it tonight. They're coming on strong. They're giving Waianae a run for their money. They're not letting up. They're just letting it rumble and roll tonight. There's the kickoff again. There you go, taken by Dwayne Miller. He's up the middle. He goes backwards. He's still on his feet. He's kicking. He's running. He's trying to get every yard he can for Waianae. 107 left in the half.
Waianae
35-0.
needs every inch of momentum they can get at this point in time.
Well, I give that credit, that kid credit. He's doing well. 32, Dwayne Miller. Trying to at least score in the few remaining seconds that they have. Minute 7 seconds. Waianae with the ball. Sam Keauli'i looking over his offense. They're in a twin set position. He goes back to pass, looking for a man. Nobody home. Nobody home.
Now, once again, at that Kahuku line, they're just pouring through the offensive line of Waianae, and it's hard to make a pass when you got two guys with red jerseys with their arms and hands over you like that.
Well, you know, coming into this game, Kahuku had total rushing yards 705, passing 284. Sam back to pass, looks like a little swing pass to number 20, Chad Blue. Tries to turn it upfield on the sideline. Gets maybe about 5 or 6 yards on that play.
Just watching again here. Chad Blue getting the pass.
7 yards.
Just a little bit too short for a first down.
This kid can run. We seen him run earlier.
But look how many red jerseys around him, Gordon, when it happens. I mean, they're Kahuku's so big and they're so fast, you know. I mean, whew.
They're playing tight defense. You know, defensively so far, they've only given up 18 yards. They've given up 18 yards in two games. That's why right now they're leading the OIA Red Conference. They've given up, 18 points. They've given up only 18 points in this OIA Red Conference so far.
What was that, timeout? Looks like Waianae's calling a timeout with 14 seconds to go. I guess Coach Ta'aka wants to, anything he can do to, anything to go on a halftime, any type of positive, anything that's positive he can take in there, that's what he's calling timeout for. Take it in halftime and talk about and perhaps turn them around in the second half.
Yeah.
So,
welcome back, football fans, from that short break. We've got 14 seconds left. Waianae nothing. Kahuku 35. Waianae with the ball on about their 42. Sam Lee going back to pass. Swarmed in the backfield. Swarmed in the backfield by about 6 defenders.
Well, we've seen it the whole half. I mean, it's just Kahuku's
And that's the end
defensive
of the
line
first
has
quarter.
done that all half long against the offensive line of Waianae. Let's see that no one stops them. Look at all the red jerseys coming through there. They can't get any plays to develop. You know, that coupled with the penalties and the big plays by Kahuku, it looks like a long game. This Waianae turns around the second half here.
Well, that's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Score, Waianae 0, Kahuku 35. Waianae with only 2 first downs, Kahuku with 10 first downs. And what a game it is tonight. Boy, are we seeing Armageddon or what? This game is awesome. Stay tuned for the second half. Well, you'll have Blaine Cowie, Kevin Hashiro, and Mike Nelson to do the sports announcing for you in the second half.
Good evening and welcome back to the Aloha Stadium, where the Kahuku Red Raiders have opened up a 35-0 lead against the Waianae Sea Riders. Blaine Cowie alongside Kevin Ashiro. And Kevin, when you look at the scoring summary of this game, it reads Kahuku 5 times along the left column.
Blaine, this is a game that has just been dominated by Kahuku from about the 8-minute mark of the first quarter. We're going to take a look at the scoreboard. There you see the first quarter. At about the 8-minute mark of the first quarter, that's when Kahuku really begun to take control. Boy, the quarterback, Wayne Fonomoana, has had himself a big game. Of course, he opened up the scoring with a 42-yard touchdown run on a 4-play, 78-yard drive. And then from there, it has just snowballed against the Waianae Sea Riders.
See the Sea Riders coming out onto the field. They will receive the kickoff to start off action here in the second half. And there you see the Red Raiders special teams. Special teams has played a big part in Kahuku's game throughout the preseason and the regular season, making big plays. They have good size, good speed coming downfield.
And frankly, Blaine, I think Waianae has just been shell-shocked. Would be interesting to see what Coach Leo Ta'aka said at the locker room. The penalties, Blaine, have really killed Waianae, especially on that one particular drive in the second quarter, or in the first quarter when they had 3 penalties called in back to back to back.
And very uncharacteristic for a Waianae Sea Riders team led by head coach Leo Ta'aka, a team that is usually very well disciplined out there on the football field. As you mentioned, 9 penalties going against the Sea Riders. That will stall your offense as Kahuku kicks it away. Sea Riders from about their 11-yard line. Waianae looking for a big return across the 40 out to about the 45-yard line. That is Dwayne Miller, I believe, carrying the ball, and a late penalty marker down on the play.
It's going
Tackle
to be
being made by John Pierce of the Red Raiders.
And it's going to be holding against Waianae. The penalties continue to plague the Sea Riders. Whenever there's something good or positive that happens to them, it all comes back because of the yellow laundry.
We're holding on the receive team during the run back. First down.
Yellow usually means slow down, but in the case for the Waianae Sea Riders, has stopped their offensive momentum, along with the red they see from the Kahuku red jerseys. 10 penalties now for 90 yards, and coming out of the locker room from the halftime, Coach Leo Ta'aka cannot be very pleased with that 10-yard penalty. They'll start off on the 31-yard line. And Miller will get about 5 yards and a loose ball on the turf. Kahuku appears to have it. Yes, they do. And this game continues to go the Red Raiders' way. Chris Kemoayatu recovering the fumble.
Everything is snowballing, Blaine. If you're the Waianae Sea Riders and if you're a fan of the Sea Riders, you are in shell shock right now. You'll watch on the replay, the give to Miller cuts upfield. There you see him. He actually just loses the football. The ball is not really stripped out. He just flat out lost it.
Pupi Toilupe will be credited with the strip as Talamoni gets stopped coming up to the line of scrimmage, and a penalty marker in the backfield of the Waianae defense. Let's see what this call is.
The holding against Kahuku.
And maybe a sigh of relief for head coach Leo Ta'aka of the Sea Riders.
Well, the first 3 plays, and there's 2 penalties. Not the way I'm sure that both Leo Ta'aka and Shiwaki Levi would like to have to start this second stanza.
Holding on the offense. Second.
They'll make it 1st and 20 from about the 47-yard line. Funaki back to pass. He loses the football. Talamoni appears to pick it up along the near sideline. The Sea Riders had a couple of players around the football, but neither could scoop it up.
Well, Vai Funaki, the 5'9", 175-pound junior, coming in relief of Fonoi Moana, excuse me. There you see the big hit. Nice pressure put on the Red Raiders. I believe that was Brian DeMello who caused the fumble.
Nothing mellow about that last hit by Brian DeMello. Good stop there by the Sea Riders. Makes it 1st and 28. Just a straight give up the middle by the Kahuku Red Raiders. Carrying the ball for the Red Raiders, Douglas Nawahine.
One of the few times, Blaine, that the Waianae Sea Riders have managed to stonewall the Kahuku Raiders at the line of scrimmage. Defensive plays have been far and few between for the Sea Riders this evening.
Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and a very long way to go. Kahuku needs to get to the 27-yard line for a 1st down. Funaki under pressure. He'll be sacked once again at the 40-yard line.
Give credit to Lida Alaga with the quarterback sack. Good pressure by Waianae this time. He managed to collapse the pocket. Funaki had absolutely nowhere to go. Our OIA 1998 high school replay. You see Funaki, nice job checking off to one side, looks to the other side, and the pressure comes from that blind side.
Sea Riders defensive line coming up big on that last possession. And this ball taking another Red Raiders hop. And let's see if the Sea Riders player touched the ball. A mad scramble around the goal line. On special teams, your punt returners don't want to be following the football around. If you're going to let it go, you get away from the ball.
And you saw
Miller following it, and they will have the ball at the goal line.
You saw Dwayne Miller just give himself a double shot on the head. He knew he touched that football. You see the frustrations as Waianae will take over inside their own 1-yard line. I don't know what Miller was thinking on that play. There you see that ball. He feels that at that point that the ball may have touched him on the face, and then he tries to run after that football. I mean, he's fortunate. There you see the pileup. Boy, Miller was fortunate to get that back. Actually, I think that was Kamai who actually recovered the muff.
Just a second Kahuku drive to end on a punt. Waianae from the 1. Dwayne Miller maybe trying to make something happen. He's the only Sea